Hello. In this video, I will discuss the topic about commit to principles. And these are the objectives. First, examine the outcomes and impact of living without principles. Number two, assess which values are critical to adopt. Number three, design strategies and personal plans to live principled lives. Leaders are individuals whose characters have been tested, proven, and established as being faithful and trustworthy. So I just want to remind everyone when we talk about leaders here, we're not talking about the leaders who are uh, elected, voted, or elected, they are voted for that position. But the leaders we're talking here are the leaders who are leading in their field of expertise. And it is very important that we must understand that leaders have impacts. It means a leader is very influential. That's why the character should be developed in a way that will have a good influence, good impact to other people. That's why it says here leaders are individuals whose characters have been tested, proven, and established as being faithful and trustworthy. So these are true leaders who are leading in their field of expertise. And Warren Bennis wrote, integrity is the basis of trust, which is not as much an ingredient of leadership as it is a product. So, ito yung basis daw ng trust. Yan sabi ni Warren Bennis. Integrity is the basis of trust. Of course, how can you trust a person if he has no integrity? It is also the ingredient, okay, of leadership. It is a product. Okay, so ingredients of leadership as it is a product. So it is the one quality that cannot be acquired but must be earned. So it's not acquired, but it is earned. It is given by coworkers and followers, and without it, the leader can't function. That's why, in order to gain trust, you have to be honest, you have to be trustworthy. And it says here, trustworthiness is a product of character and competence, who you are and what you do. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng trust. And to become an effective individual or leader, you must earn the trust of others. George Washington served alongside the most intelligent, gifted, and influential men of the remarkable group of leaders who came together during the American Revolution. Men such as Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and Alexander Hamilton, yet all of them considered Washington to be the greatest man they knew. Why? Because her personal integrity caused these powerful and talented men to respect and admire him as their undisputed leader because of his integrity. So that's why it's very important for a person to have a principle because principles and values are natural components in the successful realization of a leader's vision because becoming a leader started with the vision because the people see or saw your vision, they will want to follow you. And you must have, so a person who has a vision ay magkakaroon siya ng principle. Okay, mahalaga yung kanyang principle. True leadership, therefore, always includes a personal code of ethics and standards that safeguard the character necessary for the leader to pursue and fulfill his purpose and vision. So, it is very important. It is vital for a leader to develop his own sense of self and his role in the world. It is equally vital for a leader to test himself and his beliefs and principles. That's why uh, it is very important for a leader to have a principle, a principle that is based from the manual of life. And the word longs for people who will stand up for what they believe, even if they have to stand alone, because we can have confidence in such people. Yung handang ipaglaban kahit maiwan siya mag-isa. Basta pinaglalaban niya yung katotohanan. So that's very important quality of a leader to have a principle that is based from the manual of life. Because if a person has no principles, that is very dangerous. So yan yung sunod, nakikita. Dangers of unprincipled leadership. There seems to be a deep desire in the unregenerate spirit of humanity that which has not been reconciled to the Creator and is not being guided by His Spirit for leadership, to dominate others and to use power for other selfish purposes. A lot of leaders, those who are unprincipled, those are the leaders who are manipulating their follower, manipulating people. They want to control the people. They want to dominate. Those are the leaders who are uh, dangerous. Why? Because they are doing it for their own purpose. History is full of case studies of people who rose to powerful leadership positions through both legitimate and illegitimate means and then began to expose the dark motives of their hearts. So their immoral motives resulted in the suffering, abuse, and destruction of many innocent lives. Because of their uh, attitude or the character, they are unprincipled leader. The innocent are being affected. Innocents suffered because, or innocent lives suffered because, or innocent lives are distracted because, or innocent lives are affected because of those unprincipled leaders. They abuse, they control, they manipulate, and as a result, people suffered. So I'll give you some of those names who are unprincipled. First is Adolf Hitler. Who is Adolf Hitler? Adolf Hitler came to office promising the German people a return to their former glory as a nation. Yet, once he was Führer, his distorted values and desire to self-glorification grew increasingly clear as he persecuted Germany's citizens for his own selfish purposes. He persecuted the Germans and instigated the Second World War and ordered or caused the killing of millions. He ordered the killing of millions, like the Holocaust. The second one is says here the leaders of the Russian Revolution. Anong ginawa nila? The leaders of the Russian Revolution promised equality for all citizens, but the aftermath under the Soviet Union or the USSR was decades of oppression of its people and waste of generations of potential. So until this time, pero Russia na lang. So ganun yung kanilang nararanasan. Ang promise nila ay equality, pero oppression pala yung nangyari. So those are example of unprincipled. Okay. So Shakespeare ay meron siyang remarkable insight into human nature and the dangers of a lust for power. In his play Richard III or yung Macbeth, okay, he depicted a jealous and self-absorbed man who would go to any length in order to be king and gain power, even to the point of murdering a number of people, including his wife and two young nephews who were before him in succession to the throne. So ayaw niya na magkaroon siya ng succession, kaya pinatay niya. So ganong katindi. So in every area of life, governments, business, religion, media, education, so forth, there are people who aspire to positions of leadership and influence motivated by selfish ambitions. Yan, makikita natin ngayon. A lot of people, or those who are in leadership right now, who are unprincipled. And because of that attitude, a lot of people are oppressed, affected, nasira, their life are destroyed because of the unprincipled leaders. That's why it is very dangerous to have unprincipled leaders. Kaya dapat ay magkaroon ng principle ang bawat leader, ma-develop para maging maayos. That each one of us should discover the area of our field of expertise. At doon ka mag-lead at dapat ay panindigan mo kung ano yung sinasabi sa Manual of Life. So, no matter what realm of life we may discuss, principles and values are all important with regard to quality of life for both the leader and those whom he influences and affects. So it is very important to have a principle so that you will be able to have a good impact, influence to other people. So the people will not suffer. True leadership cannot be divorced from the basic qualities that produce good, sound character. So anong dapat ang character ng isang leader? Ano dapat? So I will discuss 10. So leadership is a matter of inspiration based on character. You must study and embrace the qualities that make a strong character. Ito. Wait lang. Yan. Leadership is a matter of inspiration based on character. You must study and embrace the qualities that make for strong character if you are going to exercise the capacity of quality leadership that the world needs today. So ano yung mga qualities na to? There are 10 na dapat ay maging quality mo rin because each one of us, we are leader in our field of expertise. At ito dapat yung ma-develop sa bawat isa sa atin. First, values needed to be developed. What are those? There are 10. First, trust. So, kailangan ay ma-develop natin yung tinatawag na trust. Anong trust? Ibig sabihin, trust is not a gift or a talent, but a product of time-tested character forged in the midst of life's trial. So, it is being developed. It's not overnight, but over time. A time-tested life is the raw material of character and trust. So, of course, in order to develop the trust of people for you, you must be trustworthy. You must have that integrity. So, another character that you should develop is the overarching principles of love and service. So that is the second character that we need to develop. Effective leadership does not come as a result of an ambition to lead or to be great, but from a deep desire to serve others. Yan dapat. True leader is willing to serve others. Hindi siya yung pinaglilingkuran, kundi ikaw yung nagsiserve. What are you going to serve? You're going to serve your gift because you're able to solve the problem of other people. So you are serving your gift. So in teaching, like Jesus Christ, the greatest philosopher and the master teacher, in teaching his disciples about leadership, Jesus emphasized this principle. When Jesus was in the house, he asked his disciple, "What are you arguing about the road?" But they kept quiet because on the way, they had argued about who was the greatest. Sitting down, Jesus called the 12 and said, "If anyone wants to be first, he must be the very last and servant of all." So, he must be the servant of all. What does it mean? You have to serve your gift because you are leader in the field of your expertise. So that's why this kind of character must be developed in you. Principles of love and service. You serve your gift with love. And the third one is the value of faithfulness. What does it mean? Faithfulness is a virtue of character that applies to all aspects of leadership. Each of us has the talents, but we must be faithful to use them. So yun yung sinasabi ko kanina. Kailangan ay maging tapat ka na ma-develop kung ano yung gift na mayroon ka. For example, you might have a potential as a piano player, but if you don't make time to practice, your talent will not serve you well. So, similarly, being a talented leader isn't enough. You must also be faithful to develop the character of leadership. So, you have to develop the character of leadership. A man or woman's faithfulness in leadership will always be proven in his or her marriage relationship kapag siya ay married. So, kapag ka isang tao ay hiwalay sa asawa niya, tapos magli-lead siya, paano siya maging faithful sa kanyang pagli-lead? So, napakahalaga yon. So, that's an example. a man or a woman who is married, dapat ay faithful siya, hindi siya divorced. So the Creator's original and best plan for human beings is one husband for one wife, and fidelity within that relationship. One aspect of faithfulness is that your word can be trusted. So, paano ka mapagkatiwalaan kung ang marriage mo ay broken? So, how can you be faithful? A marriage contract is signed with words, the couple's name. If you break your promise of faithfulness to your spouse, it reflects on your capacity to be faithful in a position of leadership. So a leader must set a high standard in his or her marital relationship and commit to faithfulness. So tandaan nyo, yan ang isa sa mga bases, yan ang isa sa mga value or ma-develop dapat na character. Paano siya maging faithful sa kanyang leadership kung hindi nga siya faithful, makaya maging faithful sa kanyang family, sa kanyang wife. Yan yung tatlo pinakauna. Trust, principles of love and service, serve your gift. Number 4, the value of self-control. You must have to develop this kind. Whenever you are placed in a position of leadership, you automatically become a target of temptation. So you must have the self-control. If 1,000 people are gathered together and one person is put above the crowd, he becomes an easier target than if he were still in the crowd kasi nakikita ka ng lahat. In other words, when you become a leader, you are usually in highly visible position. Sa atin pa, namumunga ka na, so maraming nakakita sa bunga mo. So, and you become attractive to many interests. So, why do leaders have to fight against temptation of lust, bribery, financial greed, and gluttony? It is because their position makes them vulnerable. So, yun yung mga temptation ng isang leader. But remember, God is not tempting you. Hindi si Lord nagnunukso sa'yo, kundi is a enemy that is trying to destroy you. So kaya marami ang walang self-control dito sila nasisira. Money, greed. Ayan. Kaya napakahalaga to have that self-control. Kaya kailangan ay alam mo kung ano yung purpose mo so that you will serve your gift to people with love. So that is very important. You have to be strong, stand firm on the biblical principle. You have to choose principle rather than pleasure. So you have to control. Okay, number 5 is the value of steadiness. Learning self-control enables a leader to fulfill the value of steadiness or temperateness. Ibig sabihin, kalmado. Okay. Steady lang. They are not quick to decide. It means they are not impulsive. So kung leader ka na impulsive, you have to control yourself, to steady, to be calm. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Sabi sa James 1:19. If you are steadfast, it means you respond with calmness and gentleness. Kapag ka may problema, huwag magpanik, huwag magalit ka agad. But you have to sit down, look at the problem. So you have to face the problem or any situation with calmness, gentleness in your heart. And then you have to discover first what's the problem. So you don't interrupt people, also assume that you know that they're going to say. Huwag ka rin magbasa ng isip na nag-a-assume. So you have to be calm. You have to be steady. Alamin mo muna kung anong nangyayari, ano yung problema. And that's number 6 is the value of integrity. So learning to withstand temptation also help a leader to uphold the value of integrity toward those he serves and influences. Paul stated that one who aspires to become a leader must have a good reputation in all circles. So kailangan ay may integrity ka. You are one in public and in private. Kung ano nakikita sa'yo sa public, ganun din dapat sa private. Kung ano nakikita sa'yo sa private, yun din sa public. Hindi na dubli kara, yung sinasabi nila. You must be you must be honest. So Paul said that a leader is hospitable, he's generous and open toward those around him, and is willing to work for and with others to their good. It means you're always willing to do good, to do things for the good of others. He does not pursue his vision only for what he will get out of it, but for how it will help his family, community, and nation. That's a true leader. Number seven, you must the value of responsible communication. So learn the responsible communication. Be tactful. Don't just say words that will hurt others or mag-conclude. Paul said that leader is able to teach. This ability to teach will take different forms depending on one's field of leadership. However, those who are able to teach have certain qualities. First, they study the areas of life related to their vision, learning why they need to carry them out effectively. Second, they seek understanding from the knowledge they collect so they can put it into perspective and gain wisdom in how to apply it. Third, they are able to communicate their knowledge and wisdom to others who are involved in their vision, whether directly or tangentially, and who need the information and wisdom to fulfill the rules in the vision. All three of these areas are the responsibility of a leader. So that's why you must be responsible in your communication. Number eight, the value of personal integrity. So, mahalaga yan. Yung value ng personal integrity. What does this mean? Leaders in all walks of life must demonstrate the commitment to the highest ideals and principles of the Word of God, never compromising the standards of truth and honesty. So, kaya kailangan di ka dapat nag-compromise. Kung ang sinabi ng Manual of Life, yun dapat susundin mo, yun yung paninindigan mo. We have already looked at the areas of faithfulness and resisting temptation, but there is a whole range of issues and circumstances in which integrity is needed in a leader. The more familiar you are with God's word, the more you will be able to recognize pitfalls to your integrity and seek to maintain values consistent with the nature of the Creator. Therefore, you have to develop this kind of integrity. And number nine, the value of maturity. Hindi immature, kundi mature. Mag-mature ka dapat. And maturity must be seen in the qualities of responsibleness and humility. Teachable ka, marunong ka makinig. Okay, those who are faithful to what they have been given, who are ushered into leadership. So it's easier to get excited about a vision that uh, it is to remain faithful to it. As we have seen, faithfulness in the little things is the qualification for promotion to bigger things. So if you can be trusted with little, you can be trusted with bigger. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. So, if you have not been trustworthy with someone else's property, you will give your property, who will give you property of your own? Yun yung sabi sa Luke 16, 10 and 12. So, kung di ka mapagkatiwalaan sa property ng iba, ay paano ka bibigyan ng sarili mo? So, do you welcome responsibility? Other people don't want responsibility. So, kung ayaw mo ng responsibility, paano mag-trust sa'yo yung tao? So, that's why you have to develop this kind of character. You learn to be mature, be accountable, and responsible. So, di ba, sa politics ngayon, uh, when do you want or what kind of character you wanted to develop. This must be one uh, value of maturity. Matuto kang maging mature, malawak pang unawa. Ayan. And there are two reasons why a leader will pick you. You're lazy and he's trying to get you moving. Bakit lagi kang pinupush, lagi kang tinatawag, lagi kang pinagsasabihan? Kasi gusto niya na you have to get moving. Second, you're the kind of person who always wants responsibility and he can use you and depend on you. So, ba't lagi kayo nautusan? Kasi mapagkatiwalaan ka. And lastly, humility. So, when we say humility, a true leader is not only responsible, but he is also humble. It means you are willing to hear your follower, hear those people under you. Kailangan matuto ka rin makinig. And you must be teachable because we are not all jack of all trade. Hindi natin alam lahat. May kanya-kanya tayong expertise. Kung di mo yung expertise, learn a lesson from them. So, don't be proud. Bilang isang leader na sa position ka, ikaw na lang masusunod, hindi dapat sila. No, each one of us, we have our field of expertise And we don't know everything. That's why we need to be teachable. And there are people who are more expert in that, so you must learn to listen to them. Questions to ponder. Assignment, you have to answer this. Write this assignment in one whole pad, yellow pad paper. Answer the questions, each question with 3 sentences only. Describe the dangers of being an unprincipled person. Second, what are the values you need to form or develop in your life? Third, are you willing to commit your life to always choose principles over pleasure or personal gain? If your answer is yes, why? If your answer is no, why? Okay, so that's all for today. God bless everyone. So remember, yung nakalagay dyan sa screen, naka-plus, that is the assignment to be written in one whole pad paper. That's all. God bless everyone.